Welcome to Madagascar. I lived in Madagascar in 2017 to 2019 when I taught English in a small town in the south of the country with the Peace Corps. It means the world to me to get to go back and visit everyone and show my husband the place that I used to live.
We are going to Madagascar, and this is what we're bringing. We leave today, like we get on the airplane today.
My grandpa always brings me to the airport for any trip, and this trip was no different. And we actually had a Malagasy person who lives in Minnesota who wanted to send a package with us to bring to his mom in the south of Madagascar. So we picked up that bag and we were on our way.
Have a good time. All right. Thanks a lot.
When they started our airplane, they found that the generator didn't work, so we were delayed 3 hours before we took off from Minneapolis.
Where are we?
We're in Paris and we're late.
So we missed our flight. We're in Paris. Now we get a day in Paris, 24 hours. But we're gonna hopefully get a good hotel voucher, and then neither of us slept, so we're gonna be zombies just going through Paris. It's also a holiday, so probably nothing's open.
It was a little disappointing to miss our flight due to the delay, but we were gonna make the best of it. We got a nice hotel from the airline, and our flight was rebooked for the next day.
We just got outside of the Paris International Airport, and we are going to stay at the Hilton for the night. This is our France accommodation provided to us by the airline for the delay. Not so bad, eh? Our first flight was 8.5 hours. Our next flight is like 11 hours and 45 minutes. So it's not terrible to have a little break. Thank you kindly.
What'd you order?
The French onion soup, because we're in France. Hot. Very good.
It was all I could do to stay awake in order to eat. After food, we went and took a nap.
We finally woke up from our nap, and we are gonna go for a walk outside. Nature. That's pretty neat. We were hoping that we could go down these stairs and this would be like a tunnel to go under the freeway over there so we could explore our neighborhood. But that is not a walking tunnel. That is for like a train, and this stop does not look usable. It looks like there's another one down there that's probably also a train track, underground subway kind of thing. We were so excited about, oh, there's a train. We were so excited about the idea of coming to Paris and going to the Eiffel Tower and going to the Louvre. But when we got here, we had, like, it took all of our energy just to have lunch, and then we crashed. But we're not heading to the Eiffel Tower. It is like at least an hour away by taxi.
About an hour and a half with Metro Transit.
Yeah. So we're just not gonna, it just wouldn't make sense for us with
We'll be back.
just this evening. So okay, what's so cool about the airplane? It looks like a regular plane.
It's not a regular plane.
What is it?
It's a Concorde, capable of supersonic transport. So our 10 hours in our airplane would have been cut down to like 3 or 4. Don't quote me on that, but
How can you tell?
by the way it is.
We had dinner and went to bed, and then in the morning we came down for breakfast, and this breakfast was probably the absolute best hotel breakfast I have ever had in my entire life anywhere in the world. The first leg of our flight was flying to Paris, France, and then the second leg of our flight was flying to the capital city of Antananarivo in Madagascar. We made it to Tana. We are staying at a hotel called Sakamanga, which means blue cat, because I love cats. And we are gonna show you our room. The light just turned off. I'm gonna go turn it back on so I can show you. This is our room.
Check out the beautiful carving.
Wow. Oh, that is cool. This is the bed. We have a little view of the garden, but it's dark so you can't tell. And our bathroom. Very nice. Don't mind me, I'm really gross from travel.
This hotel is known for its boutique feel and all of the little artifacts and artwork everywhere.
That's so cool.
We just woke up. We actually overslept, so we have less time than we're supposed to before we catch another flight. But this place is beautiful. We got here last night, and the drive from the airport to here was perfect because there was no traffic because we got in like at midnight. But it was dark, so we didn't get to see the city because it was dark out. But today we have to go back to the airport to fly to the south, and we'll get to see like Tana, the city, the capital city. We're gonna have a really good brunch. I've heard they have really good brunch here. And it's just beautiful. It's like so many little trinkets here, and like there's a pool that you can eat by, and there's plants everywhere.
I love the birds.
Yeah. Feels like you're in the jungle, but we're in the middle of the city. So this is variamanana, which is like a rice dish that it's kind of like a watery rice. They make it into a porridge, and it's savory and salty, and I added some meat to it. So this is like a very traditional Malagasy breakfast. And then we have French crepes, sausage, and some lentils. You should try this.
Isn't that good?
It's very good.
Variamanana is essentially rice with greens and can also include other ingredients like onions, tomatoes, ginger, and sometimes meat or sausage.
Like this.
That's so cute. The bee wants some honey too. Let me at it, let me at it. We took a taxi to get to the airport, and we were supposed to fly to Fort Dauphin, but it turns out that our flight was supposed to be 2 in the morning, and I thought it was 2 in the afternoon, so we missed it. We basically had to rebuy our tickets because they're so much more expensive now. Our old credit towards our ticket was able to go towards a new ticket, but being that it's tomorrow, it's way more expensive, so we basically had to buy new tickets. We're flying to Fort Dauphin tomorrow at 6 p.m. and they said that they're supposed to send a text message if it changes. So hopefully we get that if it changes, but otherwise we're here in Tana for another night. We're staying at a different hotel much closer to the airport. If you're going to Madagascar, you're probably gonna have to go through Tana, and this is a good place to stay. So far, we just got here, but it is pretty nice and it's very affordable. So I think it's a pretty cool deal. I've never been here before, but they have meals here. I'm gonna show you around, but the new program, the new itinerary is to go to Fort Dauphin tomorrow. So we had a flight delayed 3 hours. We missed a flight because of that delay, and now we had another flight in Madagascar that we missed because I was confused about the time of the flight. They don't have any more flights today. But we're going to get to Fort Dauphin, and once we get there, it's gonna be really nice. It's a beautiful beach town.
I'm just really excited to be back in the country.
One thing I noticed at the previous hotel was the craftsmanship. The hand railings were hand carved.
Yes.
There was a lot of old artifacts that they displayed. It was very neat and creative how they pieced it all together.
Like that table and chair is just handmade.
Yeah.
And that's like
Yep.
nothing crazy fancy, but everything is like just done well. This is a mural above our bed. Oh, I'll give you a tour. So this is the hallway. And this is our room. And here's the bathroom. Wow, we left the lights on, oops. And in here is the shower. Very nice. And the view is so cool. Oh, the best part of this hotel, I'll show you. They have cats. It's loud because it's still raining, but the hotel we're staying at has this upstairs space that you can rent out for events. It's not ready for an event right now, but they still let us come up here and check it out. And the view is so cool. Corey really wanted to come see what the view is like, and it was a great idea. There's just so much color. So over there, you can see on top of this yellow building, Corey said that that tank holds water, and it's like a solar water heater, so they have hot water from the sun on their roof. And there's kind of a mini version right here.
There's one over there, on top of the red building.
Oh yeah, and on top of the red, that's a hotel. They have kind of another solar water heater. So, very inventive. So they set out these two chairs for us so we could sit and hang out. We're just kind of walking around and looking. Corey and I decided to go for a walk near our hotel, and we found kuba, which is a traditional Malagasy snack made from ground peanuts, brown sugar, and rice flour. Such a basic. Yeah, come on in. Such a basic. Easy bits in the hinang.
So do you eat the edge or not?
Huh?
Do you eat the outside edge or not?
Yep, that's the flour part.
Very good.
I want to try too. Tana. Socha.
Very fresh. Very moist.
We ended up standing on the street and talking to a Malagasy man about living in Madagascar for a while, and then we went back to our hotel for dinner. So this is zebu meat with rice and our tomato salad. And I have some chicken with some sauce with my rice, and we're gonna have some beer.
What did you find?
Kitty. She's just a baby. Should we go get breakfast?
Let's get breakfast.
Oops.
The highlight of your morning. My coffee flavored milk and sugar. It's very hot yet. It's pretty good.
How's the zebu milk?
Zebu milk. It's very fresh.
We just bought a few things for souvenirs to bring home with us from the sweetest lady who told us all about the stuff she makes and that she sells, and she showed us a whole bunch of stuff. We recorded a little bit of it to show you. She's the sweetest lady.
Izaho manamboatra video kely satria tena tsy misy video, tsy misy amin'ny télé, tsisy movie, tsisy film avy Madagascar. Le raha hoe na mandeha le maka video kelikely isan'andro le mahita.
Andry.
Yeah.
Zaho mivarotra fanomezana ho an'ny client Souvenir Madagascar.
Eto Antananarivo
Eto Antananarivo
isan'andro.
isan'andro.
Ity koa vita
Tanana.
fianakavianao sa
Fianakaviana daholo miasa. Bijoux,
Sorry.
boîte à bijoux, de Souvenir. Collier.
Zibo.
Tipo,
Umbi.
umbi, rojo tenda.
Maro rojo.
Rojo
Misy
tenda.
zavatra hafa vita
Umbi. Umbi kavina. Umbi kavina zao vita umbi. Kavina vita umbi. Kaloha jereo. Ty vita rafia.
ny kolera magneva.
Ny kolera manevanao violet. Sa
She said the purple one that matches me.
zay tianao naturel. Ty mitovitovy amin'ny hoditra anao tsy mety. Fa vert ou violet maitso kely, maitso be, pochette. Ty koa tsara be.
Ohatrin'io zao.
Ity zao 60,000 ariary. Ty zavatra rafia. Ty zavatra palissandre. Baobab, statue. Izao mivarotra nappe de table koa. Aseho amin'ny video. Manao reportage.
Yeah, marina.
Marina.
Sareo.
Izao.
Tena tsara.
Ito paysage Madagascar tableau.
Tsara be io.
Tsara
Tena
be.
mahay. There you go. Tena
It
mahafinaritra.
took a month and a half to make,
Yeah.
4 hours a day.
Yeah.
That was very amazing.
Tena mahay.
Rova
the
Manjakamiadana.
The palace in Tana. And then all the houses in Tana.
Makity ny client be mihitsy
Maro.
maki. Pareo.
Maki. Ring-tailed lemur is a maki.
And what is the gecko?
Ino anaran'ny biby toy amin'ny teny gasy?
Katsatsaka.
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 Presque mandehandeha.
Yeah.
Rehefa avy ohatr'izao ny orana dia mandehandeha eny izy.
When it rains, they go everywhere and come out and run around the walls.
Tsara kola.
Sorry.
Poivre, vanille. Nareo tsy tia vanille.
Vanille. want
vanilla.
vanilla? She's asking.
Rehefa mody.
Rehefa mody. Fa tsy haiko na mahazo minday azy amin'ny roplanina.
Roplanina nareo mahazo manday roplanina. Mahazo manday vanille. Fa tsy mihoatra ny 2 kilo olona raika.
So she said you can take the vanilla on the plane.
2
You just
kilo
can't take more
vanilla
than 2
olona raika.
kilos per person.
So,
Sorry.
tsara. Amerika, Angleterre,
Yeah.
France, Europa. Tout maki tin zareo be.
She's saying foreigners like the makis, the ring-tailed lemurs, so that's why she has so much maki stuff.
Maki de baobab. Arakaran baobab.
Yeah, and baobab stuff. In V?
Tsy vy fa aluminium. Zay mampalafo anazy. Lafo kely.
Ah, lafo kely.
Lafo kely izy. Satria fanaovana vilany. Hitanao le vilany malagasy reny fanaovana vilany.
Ah, okay.
Forged in Tana.
Yeah, Antananarivo sa.
Atsirabe.
Antsirabe.
Vatolampy.
Sirabe.
Vatolampy manao.
So, yeah, that's where they make it, out of aluminum. So, yeah.
Soa.
Cabin. A t-shirt. And then what for Noah? One of these?
Yeah, which one do you think?
I don't know. That's so cool.
Ody rovina tonga.
May. Telo me. Yeah.
Tsy ampy 2 semaines misy zany.
And then tsy ampy 2 semaines.
Tsy ampy 2 semaines.
Yeah. Malaky.
Malaky. Nefa tokony mba mijanonjanona kely.
Marina. Zay ty tiako fa izy tsy maintsy miasa.
Makany Matasoa tsika.
Tokony.
Hoany aminay.
Tokony.
Tsy ampy vakansy.
Not enough vacation.
Fine.
Okay. I'm such a vetak.
Now we are gonna go and we have to be out of our room so they can clean it. We're gonna go hang out around town. We'll probably just leave our bags here at the hotel and come back for them right before we go to the airport. Today's the day we finally go to Fort Dauphin, which is a beach town. It's like between the mountains and the ocean, and it's gorgeous. The local name for the place is Taulangaru, which I think some people use that name, but often people say Fort Dauphin. But I try to use the Malagasy names for towns in general, but that one, I think most people still say Fort Dauphin, so I just do that to make it easy. But we are heading there today. We left the hotel and decided just to walk around and check out the neighborhood a little bit more. First, we decided to get some coffee at this little cafe place, and then we found this really cool souvenir shop. But we didn't want to buy a lot of stuff right now because we had to fly all the way to the south, go all the way to the desert to Tsiumbe, and then come all the way back. So we just told them we'd be back to buy stuff on our way home. I ended up buying this bracelet, and Corey also tried a type of bread that had like tomato and like leafy greens in it. And what did you think of it?
It was really good.
It was good. I tried it too. And then we came back here and we're just playing some cribbage until our flight to Fort Dauphin. And I noticed for the first time in this room how much they love their cats. They have a bed and 2 cat towers. One of them is made of wood. And they have like this sky ramp for the kitties. They really like their cats here. And so I just feel so at home.
So the sign clearly says no laying on the bench. But the cats, they don't get in trouble.
We went to the pharmacy to get some sunscreen and some eye drops because I had scratched my eye and it had been bothering me. The pharmacy had eye drops but no sunscreen, so we went back to the international airport because we had seen that they had sunscreen there, and that's the only place we had seen sunscreen so far. But we needed to fly out of the domestic airport, so we walked on this little path after buying our sunscreen to get to the airport we were supposed to be at, Once we were there, we decided to have some lunch and wait for our flight.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see you eat it. Try one. What do you think of the quality, the taste?
It's very good. Very good.
A lot of butter?
A lot of butter. But I'm just demolishing it. I'm just completely ruining the trip.
The flight to Fort Dauphin was about 2 hours.
This is our room in Fort Dauphin. We were planning to stay somewhere else, but of course we're here. We have a giant suite with like 12-foot tall ceilings. Like, it's huge. I've laid out all my stuff and made a mess already. We have a little tea bar and a little place to sit and eat. We also have an ocean view, but it's dark out.
And AC.
Yes, and AC.
Arriving in Fort Dauphin to me felt like a dream. This is a place that I have missed for years, a place soaked with memories and easily the most beautiful place that I have ever been. It's a city nestled between the mountains and the ocean, with beautiful parks nearby, and the road out of town leads directly to where I used to live in Canoe. In our next video, we will be taking you with as we spend time in Fort Dauphin. We made some friends, sold some bananas, ate some new foods, and we were invited to this family's house to make dinner and just enjoy an evening with them. We had a really great time, and then we went to the desert, to Canoe, where I used to live.